Have you ever walked into a room and felt every eye shift toward you? Not because of your appearance or words, but because of your presence? That invisible energy field surrounding you, your aura, might be stronger than you realize. According to Carl Jung and modern spiritual psychology, your aura is a projection of your inner world, and for some, it radiates so powerfully that it can shift the energy of an entire space. In this video, we're diving deep into the 13 telltale signs that your aura is so powerful it might actually disturb others. But this isn't a bad thing. In fact, it's a sign of deep inner strength, self-awareness, and alignment with your true self. Let's explore how your energy might be unsettling to others who are not yet aligned with themselves, and what that says about your spiritual evolution. Sign 1. People stare at you without realizing it. There's something undeniably magnetic about a person with a powerful aura. You might walk into a room and feel the eyes of strangers drawn to you, not out of rudeness or attraction necessarily, but from a subtle, unexplainable curiosity. These stares are not always direct or intentional. Often they come from people who seem to gaze in your direction as if compelled by something they themselves cannot define. It's not about your appearance or your clothes. It's about energy, your presence. Carl Jung would call this a manifestation of the unconscious mind being stirred by the unseen. When your aura is potent, it radiates beyond the physical, creating a shift in the energetic atmosphere. Others feel this, even if they don't understand it. They might feel a strange familiarity, like they've met you in a dream, or an intense awareness of you without knowing why. These moments, fleeting but frequent, are signs that your energy is deeply affecting those around you. It may disturb, inspire, confuse, or even awaken something within them. That is the weight of a strong aura. The stares can sometimes feel intrusive, even uncomfortable. You might wonder if something is wrong, but the truth is, something is very right. You are a mirror, and people are drawn to you because your energy reflects something raw and honest, something they either long for or fear. This phenomenon is a subtle reminder your aura speaks before you do. Sign 2. Animals and children are drawn to you. There is a purity in animals and children, a sensitivity to energy that adults often lose as they grow older. When your aura is powerful, it doesn't just affect people, it reaches deep into the instinctual, unfiltered realms of life. Animals and children respond not to what you say, but to who you are beneath the surface. They don't analyze, judge, or overthink, they feel. If you've noticed that dogs come sit near you, cats rub against your leg, or even birds seem to linger around you longer than usual, it's not coincidence. If children seem fascinated by you, looking up at you wide-eyed, trying to talk to you, or smiling at you without reason, it's your aura speaking. Without any words, your energy signals something safe, warm, and deeply human, something ancient and true. Carl Jung often spoke about the unconscious mind as being the bridge to deeper, primal understanding. Animals and children dwell in that space more easily than adults do. That's why they're often the first to sense something rare in a person, something many others miss. Your energy may remind them of something peaceful, protective, or even spiritually vibrant. To them, you feel like light, not blinding, not flashy, just steady, calm, and real. In a world full of noise, children and animals hear your silence. They sense the stillness within you, the presence that doesn't demand attention but effortlessly commands it. And that's the mark of a truly powerful aura. It doesn't try. It simply is. In the purest souls feel it immediately. Sign 3. People either love you deeply or feel uneasy around you. When your aura is powerful, neutrality becomes rare. You often unnoticed people fall into one of two camps. They're either magnetically drawn to you or they keep their distance, sometimes without even understanding why. It's not about being liked or disliked in a traditional sense. It's deeper than that. You stir something in others, something buried within their subconscious that's hard to ignore. Some people feel uplifted by your presence. They open up to you easily, as if they've known you for years. They feel safe, seen, and understood. These people often crave your energy because it resonates with something pure and healing within them. To them, you're not just a person, you're a sanctuary. Your aura soothes the parts of them they've long tried to silence. But for others, your energy unsettles them. Not because you've done anything wrong, but because you reflect a truth they may not be ready to face. Carl Jung said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." But not everyone is on that path. Your authenticity, your presence, your self-awareness, these things act as mirrors. And not everyone is ready to look into them. Some may avoid you, misunderstand you, or even project their own fears onto you. This polarity is not a weakness, it's a sign of your impact. You move energy simply by existing, and people's reactions to you reveal more about them than about you. When your aura is strong, it's like a spotlight illuminating both beauty and shadow. The ones who are ready for light will walk towards you. The ones who fear what it reveals will turn away. And both responses mean you are being felt on a soul level. Sign 4. People often project their emotions onto you. When your aura is strong and energetically charged, it acts like a mirror, reflecting the inner emotional states of those around you. You may find that people project their fears, insecurities, or even their admiration onto you without realizing it. For example, someone who is insecure might suddenly become defensive or critical in your presence, not because you've done anything wrong, but because your presence subconsciously activates something within them. On the flip side, those who are searching for strength might start looking to you as a guide, mentor, or emotional anchor. This kind of projection can be draining if you're not aware of it. You might walk away from conversations feeling heavy, confused, or responsible for emotions that aren't yours. But in truth, what's happening is energetic. Your powerful aura stirs unconscious emotions in others. Carl Jung referred to this as the shadow, the parts of ourselves we deny or hide. A person with a vibrant aura can unconsciously awaken this shadow in others, causing unpredictable reactions. It's important not to take these emotional projections personally. Instead, see them as signs of your energetic influence. You're not just interacting with people, you're engaging with their inner worlds. Learning to protect your energy through grounding, boundaries, or mindfulness can help you navigate this dynamic without losing yourself in it. And remember, if people are reacting strongly around you, it's not a flaw, it's a signal of your powerful presence. Sign 5. Strangers open up to you without reason. Have you ever experienced someone, a complete stranger, pouring their heart out to you within minutes of meeting? Perhaps it happens on a train, in a cafe, or during a casual encounter at the grocery store. They tell you about their struggles, their fears, their past, or their dreams. And you sit there, quietly listening, wondering, why me? This is not random. It's a direct reflection of your powerful aura. Your presence emits a kind of energetic safety net, one that feels both grounding and accepting. People intuitively sense that you won't judge them, that you'll understand them on a level most others can't. Carl Jung would say that such moments are manifestations of the collective unconscious at work, where your soul resonates with another's unspoken pain and offers silent permission to express it. You're not just easy to talk to. You act as a vessel for emotional release. What's happening beneath the surface is that your aura is acting as a mirror. People see something in you, often something they're struggling to find in themselves. You may reflect back their vulnerability, their hidden strength, or their longing for peace. Your energy becomes a sanctuary, and they step into it without needing a reason. This can be overwhelming. You might feel emotionally drained after these encounters, especially if they happen frequently. But it's also a sacred calling. The universe sends people to you because your light can handle their darkness. You are not just witnessing their stories, you're helping them process emotions they've kept buried. And that is no small gift. When strangers feel safe enough to be seen, heard, and understood in your presence, it's a testament to the unseen force you carry within. Your aura isn't just powerful, it's healing. Sign 6. People feel intimidated by you for no clear reason. You may have noticed that some people act nervously around you, avoid eye contact, or seem unusually reserved even if you've never done anything to provoke that behavior. In meetings, social gatherings, or even casual encounters, you might sense tension in others, as if your very presence unsettles them. This often isn't because of anything you say or do, but rather because your aura is so strong. In fact, that it challenges others without you realizing it. A powerful aura doesn't just draw admiration, it also reflects truth. And truth, as Carl Jung taught, can be deeply uncomfortable. When people are confronted with energy that's raw, intense, and unfiltered, it brings their own hidden fears and insecurities to the surface. You may unknowingly stir something dormant in them, their self-doubt, their need for validation, or their resistance to authenticity. Your energy doesn't attack, it reveals. And what it reveals isn't always pleasant. People who haven't done the inner work may perceive your energy as too much. They can't quite explain it, but they feel uneasy. They might label you as intimidating, aloof, or even arrogant, not because you are, but because they don't know how to process the strength of your vibration. It's like looking directly at the sun. It's beautiful, but it forces you to squint. This dynamic can be isolating. You may wonder why others keep their distance or why friendships seem difficult to maintain. But in truth, your presence demands authenticity. It exposes the masks people wear, and not everyone is ready to remove theirs. Still, don't shrink to fit in. Your energy was never meant to be small or safe. The ones who are meant to walk with you will not feel intimidated, they will feel inspired. They will recognize your soul as familiar and welcome the growth your aura naturally invites. Sign 7. You make people feel seen, sometimes too deeply. When your aura is powerful, your presence carries a penetrating clarity. People often say things like, "I feel like you can see right through me," or "You understand me better than I understand myself." These are not just compliments, they're admissions of vulnerability. Without even trying, you touch people at a depth they rarely explore on their own. Carl Jung believed the human psyche contains layers of consciousness: the ego, the personal unconscious, and the collective unconscious. When you possess a strong aura, you have an intuitive ability to tap into these layers, particularly the personal unconscious in others. You might notice subtle emotional shifts, unspoken tensions, or behavioral patterns that even the person themselves hasn't yet noticed. You perceive beyond words. You feel truths that are hidden. This can be deeply healing for those who are ready to confront their inner selves. But for others, it's terrifying. They may feel exposed or overly vulnerable in your presence. You don't have to pry or probe. Your mere existence seems to shine a light into their emotional shadows. And that light, while pure, can feel blinding. You may find that people either open up to you immediately, telling you things they've never told anyone, or they distance themselves without explanation. Some will be drawn to your insight, craving the mirror you hold up to their soul. Others will recoil, afraid of what they might see reflected back. Still, don't hold back your light. Though it may overwhelm some, it liberates others. You remind people of their forgotten depth. And even if they walk away, a part of them has been forever touched by your truth. Sign 8. People feel tired or energized after being around you. Your aura carries a vibration so strong that it doesn't leave people neutral. When others spend time with you, they tend to leave either deeply energized or unexpectedly drained, and rarely anywhere in between. This isn't because you're doing anything consciously. It's simply the weight and intensity of your energy field. According to Carl Jung's theories of individuation and the unconscious self, people are often unaware of what parts of themselves they've hidden or ignored. When someone with a powerful aura walks into their space, someone who has done that inner work, who radiates alignment and authenticity, it can bring those buried feelings to the surface. That process can feel uplifting for some and exhausting for others. People who are aligned with themselves or seeking growth may find your presence inspiring. They may leave a conversation with you feeling hopeful, empowered, and full of purpose. On the other hand, those who are resisting change or living in denial may feel drained. That's not because you took their energy, it's because your presence stirred something within them they weren't ready to face. Your aura, in this sense, is like a mirror and a fire. It reflects truth and it can ignite what lies dormant in others. This energetic exchange is invisible but deeply felt. And when your aura is especially strong, people may not even be able to explain why they feel the way they do around you. They just do. That's the nature of true energetic influence. It works beyond words. Some will want more of your presence. Others will need to step away from it. Either way, you've made an impact, and that's the sign of someone with a powerful, unforgettable aura. Sign 9. You often feel drained in crowded or chaotic places. Having a powerful aura doesn't mean you're immune to energy, it means you're deeply sensitive to it. You absorb the vibrations of the spaces and people around you, even without trying. When you're in a crowded mall, a noisy office, or a chaotic family gathering, you may find yourself suddenly tired, anxious, or emotionally heavy. It's not weakness, it's energetic awareness. Carl Jung spoke of the collective unconscious, the idea that we're all subtly connected through a shared psychic field. A person with a strong aura often becomes a sponge for that field. You intuitively pick up on moods, hidden emotions, and unspoken tensions. If someone in the room is angry, depressed, or pretending to be fine, you feel it sometimes more clearly than they do. This is why you might crave solitude more than others. Alone time isn't isolation, it's protection. It's a way to cleanse your energy, to reconnect with your inner self, and to separate your emotions from what you've absorbed. You're not antisocial, you're just finely tuned. You sense energy on a level most people don't understand. And that awareness can be both a gift and a burden. The key is to recognize this trait, set energetic boundaries, and practice rituals, meditation, nature walks, journaling that help you reset. Because when your aura is powerful, your energy is sacred, and not every space deserves access to it. Sign 10. People often seek your advice, even if you're not close. You may notice that people, sometimes even strangers, open up to you with surprising ease. They tell you their secrets, their struggles, their dreams, and often they ask for your advice without really knowing why. It's not always because of your words or experience. It's because your aura feels grounded and safe. A powerful aura has a way of making people feel seen and heard. Without trying, you become a space where others feel they can breathe, confess, or just be themselves. You might not offer textbook answers, but your presence alone gives them clarity. They sense that you carry a quiet wisdom, like someone who understands life beyond the surface. This natural magnetism isn't about popularity. It's about emotional gravity. People feel pulled to you, not to be entertained, but to be understood, and often, your silence speaks louder than advice ever could. When your aura is this strong, you become a kind of emotional compass for others. They lean on you not because you have all the answers, but because you remind them they already do. Sign 11. Your presence makes others question themselves. When your aura is truly powerful, it doesn't just light up a room, it stirs something deep in others. Without saying a word, you might cause people to reflect on their actions, their choices, even their entire identity. It's not because you're judging them, but because your energy carries authenticity, self-awareness, and truth. And truth has a way of unsettling those who are not yet living theirs. Carl Jung believed that we project what we cannot accept about ourselves onto others. When people encounter someone with a strong, aligned aura, it can make them uncomfortable, not because of anything you did, but because they suddenly see what they've been avoiding. You reflect back their hidden desires, suppressed fears, or unhealed wounds. And that reflection can be both enlightening and disturbing. Some may respond with admiration, wanting to be closer to you, drawn to your clarity like a moth to light. Others may feel threatened and keep their distance. This reaction is not personal, it's spiritual. It means your aura is powerful enough to act as a catalyst for transformation. You don't need to provoke, preach, or explain. Just your being can shift people's internal dialogue. They may not always like it, but they'll remember it. You're not just someone they meet, you're someone they feel. Sign 12. Your presence makes others uncomfortably self-aware. When your aura is powerful, it often acts like a mirror reflecting the inner state of those around you. This means that simply being in your presence can make others suddenly aware of their insecurities, flaws, or hidden desires. They might not understand why they feel uneasy around you, but it's not because of anything you've said or done, it's because your energy is deeply authentic. And that authenticity unconsciously challenges others to confront the parts of themselves they might be ignoring. People may become defensive, quiet, or even overly chatty in your presence as a way to manage this discomfort. It's not that you intend to provoke these reactions, but your energy does not allow for pretense. Carl Jung suggested that when someone evokes such a strong reaction in others without any direct cause, it's likely a sign that unconscious material is being stirred both in you and in them. Your aura, rich with clarity and truth, pushes people to face their shadows, often before they're ready. You may notice that some individuals avoid prolonged interaction with you, while others are inexplicably drawn in. This polarity is a natural result of your aura's intensity. It's a gift and a responsibility. You have the ability to awaken deeper awareness in others, but that awakening isn't always comfortable. Still, the discomfort you cause isn't negative, it's transformative. Sign 13. You make people confront themselves. When your aura is powerful, it acts like a mirror reflecting not only light and positivity, but also the hidden shadows within others. Without saying a word, you challenge people to face parts of themselves they often avoid, their insecurities, their fears, their unfulfilled desires. Just by being around you, they may feel exposed or uneasy, not because you are judging them, but because your presence doesn't allow them to hide behind masks. Carl Jung spoke often about the shadow self, the unconscious part of our personality that we deny or suppress. A strong aura naturally awakens this shadow in others. You unknowingly trigger emotional reactions in people who aren't yet ready to face their truth. They might become defensive, overly critical, or even jealous, but in reality, they're reacting to something within themselves that you brought to the surface simply by existing in your truth. This kind of disturbance isn't negative, it's transformational. People may walk away from you changed, inspired, or awakened, even if it's uncomfortable at first. Your energy becomes a catalyst for growth in others. And while this power can feel heavy at times, it's also a gift. You are here not just to shine, but to illuminate others. That is the depth of an aura that truly moves the world. Your aura is more than just invisible energy, it's a force that silently influences every room you enter and every soul you encounter. Whether people stare without knowing why, feel drained or inspired around you, or act differently in your presence, these are not coincidences. These are signs that your energy is powerful, so powerful it can disturb, awaken, or heal those around you. And if you've seen yourself in any of these signs, don't fear it. Embrace it. You've been given a rare gift. You sit with wisdom, love, and purpose. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps support the channel and spread these messages to others who may need to hear them. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new insight into the deep mysteries of the mind, soul, and spirit. Let us know in the comments, have you ever felt like your energy changes a room? Or that people react to you in mysterious ways? We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, keep shining because the world needs your light.